going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chucky, I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. Happy Friday. Made it to the end of another week. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a better weekend. It is the weekend already. This week went by really fast. It really did. All right. You guys want to watch some court? I want to watch some court. All right. What do I have? I've got a couple cases tonight. The first two are landlord-tenant cases, and then we go into some, well, let's just say very serious cases. But landlord-tenant first. First one is in the courtroom of, I think her name is Sheila Johnson. I think. I don't watch her all that much, but every once in a while she has a good case. This one is a good one. This is what happens when you let your friend talk for you, essentially. Her friend is entitled. She's just this sweet little girl, and her friend is just kind of almost starts a fight with her and the judge. All right. Yep, that's what happens in the first clip. All right, before I hit that play button, you guys know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your drunk kick backflips. Let's go.
Versus Janaya Daniels, and that's Jainaijs.
Afternoon, Judge Colin, Geisler, P69024, on behalf of the plaintiff.
Okay, nice afternoon.
That's me, Janasia
And what's your last name?
Daniels.
Okay, Ms. Daniels, let's see. This is the date scheduled for your motion to stay proceedings. You wrote in on October 16th. You were asking for more time to pay your past due balance. Knew there was no excuse when it comes to responsibility, but your health played a major role in it. Getting back on track, willing to put your best foot forward and get on a payment plan if possible.
Yes, ma'am.
You just started being able to work again last week.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, HCC. I was pretty upset last night when that happened. The refs didn't blow the game, but we should have had one more play. That was ridiculous. Joe Burrow can't throw the ball when he's getting smacked in the face and his helmet's covering his eyes. Like, come on, refs. How did you miss that?
Thanks for allowing me more time. You don't want to leave. I just need more time, and I will have everything paid up. And so, let's see.
Yeah, I have that clip. That one's in this video.
So
that's the third clip of the night.
Writ of eviction came in September. It says the judgment was from October 14th. At that time, you had paid $1,800 on the judgment. And I'm trying to see how much the judgment was. Was a default judgment, meaning that you didn't appear in court at the time. And so it was a possession judgment entered for $5,564.60. If you paid 1,800 way back then on that, and this is just up to that point. That would have left on the original judgment, $3,764.60. And that, since that was dated August the 14th, now we've got September and October and November. Had you made any more payments other than the 1,800?
No, ma'am. They wouldn't allow me to make any more payments.
Okay, how much do you show that she's currently due now, adding on? I would have, as to the judgment amount, if you apply that 1,800, it'd be $3,764.60.
Wait, my balance is showing $8,726.02. When was the $1,800 payment made?
I don't know, that's what you all said on the writ, so I don't know.
Oh,
what you paid.
okay. You know, I calculated. Yeah, no, I'm showing, that's correct, that was paid, it looks like it was paid on August 9th.
Okay. So if she owed $3,764.60, how much would it break, if you can break it down, how much is it per month for August, September, for September, October, and November?
It's, the monthly rent is $1,440. There's looks like about a $14 gas charge, $5 trash charge, $3.50 service fee, and then it looks like about water and about $26 a month, and then sewage and about $37 a month. I have a ledger, Judge, if you'd like to look at it.
All right. Just said, let's see what cost that might be per month. That's not including a late fee.
Yeah, there's a couple $100 late fees in there.
All right, this case does pick up, I promise.
$525. And you said $100 late fee? And the ledger apparently it's gonna have everything for each month, and it's got the November charges added on. It looks like, it's got like gas, and trash, service, water bill varies, storage bill varies, and they got the late fees added. Their total was $8,726.02, and that's probably, let me see if it includes the 1,800 she paid.
Yeah, it's in there, it's subtracted out. On August 9th, if you look at the date.
Yeah, August 9th. Payment.
So yeah, it's like 3 to 4 separate checks.
Yeah, I see it. 4 checks. Okay, well, that's a whole lot of money, Miss Daniel, $8,726.02. How you gonna pay that?
I have half of that now already.
Okay. So what's half of that?
About 4,000.
Okay, so that would leave you another $4,726.02. What's your proposal to get that paid?
I was hoping that I could get on a payment plan to pay that.
What kind of a payment plan?
Like monthly or bi-weekly.
Ma'am, I can't read your mind. I don't know how much you're talking about, and I don't know when. And this is your proposal, so you can't tell us more information.
Well, what will the court allow?
Okay, you want a payment plan. You have to propose the payments and the plan. We can't do that for you. How much are you gonna pay to catch up, and when are you gonna get it paid?
There is absolutely no way I'm going to remember that. If you ask me again before my next trip, then yes, I will do my best to remember. I have been throwing around the idea of going up to either, I don't know if this is going to happen, but I've been throwing it around to either go up next Friday and watch the end of Haley's case, or go up next Monday and go see Eric Martin in person in Taylor. But if I do that, then I'll absolutely stop by Judge Simpson's courtroom as well. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet, but I've been throwing it around. But if you remind me before I go on the trip, absolutely.
About $250 a month.
That's not nearly enough for them to want to do this, as he's shaking his head here. So you're talking about paying your regular rent on time and carrying a $4,000 balance, for which you're going to only pay $250 a month. So if you were to do that, that would mean it would take you 18 months, almost 2 years to catch that up. And that's probably not that reasonable.
Well, that's just give or take.
It's just like a ballpark.
Like a ballpark. I can probably pay more.
That's just me not wanting to obligate myself.
Well, if you could pay more, why wouldn't you suggest that to us? Because this balance is so high. Most landlords are willing to work into a payment arrangement, but it's got to get it paid way sooner than 2 years later.
I don't want to put myself in a situation when I'm in my health.
I don't want
mean,
to
if
put
you could-
myself into that obligation. I know
You
my
might
health
want to
is
just
at risk.
consider finding a spot that you can start over and afford, because
this balance on top of that.
Right, but then I will owe this balance still in addition to the new rent.
Just contradicting what
well, you're gonna owe this balance still in addition to new rent
But
here. It does, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. It's the same problem, whether you move out or whether you stay here. The difference being, if
I
you
would
move
rather
out,
stay here.
I cannot afford.
okay, ma'am, I would rather you
Or-
stay there too. But you signed a contract that said how much money you were able to pay for rent. And I understand things happen, and you're really behind. It's not like you're behind 1 month, you're behind 3 months.
I'm sick.
I know, I'm aware of that, but I'm sick. I have renal disease.
Okay, well,
So
listen, I get that.
I
I can't make this arrangement. The landlord's gonna have to agree to it. I'm just trying to get the information. And I don't know of any landlords that say, okay, you can just stay here because you're sick. And even though I appreciate the fact that you're ill, things happen, you got sick, you couldn't go to work. I get all that, but it's not up to me. And it's up to the landlord to make the decision to bend the terms of your contract and let you catch up on it. And they were shaking their head here. $250 a month was just not enough.
Okay.
Now, if you could propose something like maybe $1,000 a month, they might go with that.
Okay.
On top of your regular rent.
Okay, with that being said, can I have someone advocate for me?
If they're a lawyer, yes.
Okay.
Nobody else can speak for you.
Okay, so
But you're present. So what is this?
so my thing is with the landlord is, it's not like I haven't been trying to pay them. I've been trying to give them payments, but they won't accept any because they were saying that they can only accept the full balance. So that's it. The only reason why the balance is even so
I
high.
get that part. But we're here now to talk about that. In my courtroom, in court, we can accept whatever I tell them to accept that we agree upon. Now, that's their policy out there on the complex. They want all of it, and I get it. But we're here to talk about what you can afford, and maybe we could give you a payment arrangement that's acceptable to council. But 250 wasn't it. And Mr. Geisler, you wanted to say something?
Well, Judge, this is her motion. I'm gonna assume to set aside the original default. And she hasn't given any,
She's not trying to set it aside. She wants a payment arrangement on it.
understood, but we have a judgment, properly executed judgment. She hasn't paid, the amount is now almost $3,000 more than the original judgment. We would like to dismiss her motion and have the writ executed.
So what are you saying is, you don't want a payment arrangement with it?
No, no, not at this point. Just look at the amount where we are. It's going up and up. And the proposal originally was $250. It's just not gonna work, Judge.
Are you able to propose more than $250?
Tell them, what you could tell them is, that's why you're in a meeting, you're asking them what they suggest so you can catch up. If they give you an amount, you'll have it. You don't want to
Okay.
give yourself you don't want to put yourself under the obligation knowing your health risk. You don't want to say, okay, well, I'll give you this amount and then you cannot produce it. So you tell me what it is that I need to do.
Okay. So moving forward, can you tell me what I need to do?
Yeah,
Oh, this is so annoying. This is what I told you. Her friend next to her, and right at the end of this hearing, her friend cusses out the judge, and then the judge hangs up on him. But so keep it. You're gonna see that at the end. But this is annoying. I don't know why the judge is just shutting this down. She already said no. You can't have someone advocate on your behalf if they're not a lawyer. It's annoying though.
8,000, the amount that's on the ledger. I mean, I don't know.
I put money into escrow so we can come up.
Okay,
with-
is that including the money that I put in escrow already?
How much-
No, the money you put in escrow, let's see. Can you look it up there? 'Cause I don't see it.
$1,440 in escrow.
There's another $1,440 in escrow. So she says she has 4,000 now. Plus she would have the escrow of $1,440. So that totals $5,440. And her balance is $8,726.02. And if we subtract the 5,440 from that, we get, now she would owe $3,286.02. Ma'am?
Ask them to
So you would
repeat
still owe,
that. Ask them to repeat it.
you would still owe, with your money that you said you have of 4,000 plus the escrow of 1,440, that totals $5,440. And if
And
we
what-
subtract that from the balance due of $8,026.02, your balance right now would be $3,286.02.
Okay.
Tell them, ask them if you can get on 400. You do 400 and 500.
So, I'm sorry, I'm doing the math. Could we do like $400 a month?
Well, if you did that, it would take you 8 months to catch up. And you'd still have to be paying your
The
regular
current-
rent.
That's fine.
Yeah, this girl doesn't I don't want to call her a girl. This woman doesn't understand what's going on. She's being evicted. Yeah, I'm sorry that she's sick, but she's being evicted. So you need to be serious. And she's not taking this serious. She thinks that she can just walk into court and if I pay an extra $250, you owe $9,000. No, if you can get that entire balance paid in maybe 3 months, maybe 2 months, better chance. That's what the judge is asking you. And it's not an AI judge. She recently moved her cameras. She used to be in the screen. It used to be right on her and then just one camera on the podium. But I don't know if her camera's off today. I don't know. I haven't seen her. I haven't watched Judge. Again, I think it's Sheila Johnson. I think. I I'm about 50% sure that that's what her name is. But I haven't watched her in a couple weeks. Court was slow today, so I was watching some courts that I haven't seen in a while. But yeah, she's there though. You can still hear her clear.
I don't think they want to go that far out. You're gonna have to come up with something that takes care of it within a couple of 2 to 3 months, I would say.
Supposed to do
2 or 3 months.
Tell them you put that money in escrow, have your half. They need to work with you. You're sick.
Well, I can't force anybody to work with her. The landlord doesn't want to work with her at all. I'm trying to see if we can come up with something that they could live with.
$400 on top of the payment is already that's not taking 3 years, 2 years. It's not taking that much to pay back, and that's give or take. So that means she could still pay more. She just don't want to give that legal obligation to herself because she knows that she's sick.
Well,
So
if she doesn't want to, she's gonna get. This is not good enough.
She's still
He
paying.
said- Okay, I don't think you all understand exactly what we're doing here.
If she has
I understand.
if you owe $8,000, right? With not even the tools and fuels, you owe $8,000, and you already have $5,000, 5,000 plus, right? So that's only 3,000. So if you split that up in a 6-month payment, you'll only be paying almost 500. Almost 500. All you're doing is taking a couple dollars off. If you pay a couple dollars more, then I don't understand how that's so hard. And then you're still paying your rent. I could see if it's under, contemptual, you can't pay this or da 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 da. Okay, eviction, you got to go immediately. But if you're paying your money and on top of the rent and then what you owe, I don't understand. They're still getting their money.
What you probably aren't getting is that she has a written contract that says she's supposed to pay a certain amount per month, and because she's in breach of the contract, so they're not obliged to take.
What was the money in the escrow for?
What you want. They can tell you that they might take something.
But if you can't,
excuse me, ma'am, you don't even have the right to talk in this case. I'm just talking to you. So why don't you propose, Ms. Daniels, something more than $400 a month, maybe $400 every 2 weeks?
Oh man, she is whoever the mysterious girl. Why do I keep saying girl? Whoever the mysterious woman is that's talking is really lucky the judge doesn't hear her say that. When the judge said you don't have a right to talk in this case, she said, "Yes, I do." She's lucky.
It would be $800 a month. Maybe they would take that.
Okay.
If you can do it. Don't propose something you can't do because you're going to get evicted anyway.
That's why.
Right. That's why we
it's better than monthly.
Right. But that's why we trying to figure out what to do in this case.
I'm open to suggestions.
I just suggested try paying something bi-weekly. Maybe that would work. Because if you pay $400 bi-weekly, that would be $800.
That's really
right. And if you divided $800 into your figure, it only takes 4 months to pay.
Okay, so should I go and speak with the leasing office?
How can you withdraw your money from escrow?
Well, you can always speak with your leasing office.
Right.
Right now, the lawyer only has whatever authority he has. The leasing office can do anything they want. The problem is, they seem to have told him, at least as of right now, that they don't want to do anything.
Okay, so can I withdraw the money from escrow?
What do you mean, can you withdraw it?
Y'all not working with me.
Do I get the money back if I can't get anybody?
No, the money was in order to secure, they have a judgment of possession. And the law says you're stopping them from getting possession. They're entitled to the escrow. Because you owe back rent. So this is going to go to them regardless. It's going to cut down the amount you would ultimately owe.
Okay.
But what about the payment arrangement that's promised with the escrow payment? That is what it's for. She's just
right.
So, pay more money.
Okay, so from my understanding, the way that this is supposed to work is the judge is supposed to create the payment plan and then it's supposed to be presented
No,
to.
no, that's not how it works. I don't create payment plans.
Let her.
You have to agree with, you create it and you propose it to the landlord. They either agree or disagree. I'm a neutral person in the center, just trying to help both sides come up with something that you could live with. And right now, you have not proposed anything they seem to be able to live with. That's the problem. I don't create payment plans. It's not my contract. You have a contract with your landlord, not me. And I can't change the terms of the agreement. Only the landlord can.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know why the judge is letting this go on for so long. Maybe she's hoping that this person is going to come up with a magical plan. I don't know. But can you imagine being that attorney that's just sitting at the podium like, what am I even doing here? He's been up there for now 25 minutes and he said, what, 3 sentences?
Okay, I can't afford $800 extra a month.
Okay, well then, ma'am, we're gonna have to go ahead and deny your motion to stay.
Pause.
That's the only thing we can do.
No, you're going to figure it out. Let it out.
Okay.
No, scan it in.
Oh, okay, I'll do that. Thank you, Judge.
And do you have a writ pending? On what date was that writ?
I think it's in the.
All right, I'm gonna let this clip play out. There's about 2 minutes left. Listen to what that mysterious lady says right before the judge hangs up on her. It's not pleasant.
I'm not sure the timing.
That's not what you want to do. You're not about to
That's not. That's not what I want to do.
Well, ma'am, the law is not on your side on this one.
Because you're not
I'm
listening.
so sorry that it's not. The order of eviction was presented on September 17th.
Speak up. You're not about to just lose your money.
We still have time then on that one.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So the
Judge.
written, just put on there,
It's going toward what you're doing. Didn't you just hear them add that money in?
I signed it on October 3rd. So writ dated October 3rd
so
may be executed.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good week.
All right, thank you.
So,
all right, that'll conclude this matter.
So you just let this dumbass bitch just do that? It's not.
Yeah, she said that. The judge just hung up on her. The judge could have done a lot worse than just hang up on her, though. Oh, not a lot of judges will take that. Just wait till you hear what happens to Judge Washington. Got one more clip before that one, and oh boy. All right, let's move on. That was maddening. Now, we're going to move on to another. This is a landlord-tenant case, but it's a little weird. The tenant's already moved out, but there's, I think this might technically be a small claims case now. So it might not be officially a landlord-tenant. I don't know. I will tell you that the defendant has an accent. I'm not going to even try to guess what kind of accent it is. Sometimes at least I find it hard to understand what she's saying. So if you guys can help translate, that'd be amazing. Okay, let's go. You didn't catch what she said. What she said was, "I can't believe you let this dumb ass." I don't want to repeat it because I don't want to call the judge this, but I can't believe you let this dumbass be do this to you, something like that. That's what she said. Okay, let's go. Next one.
All right, let's see if we can get Miss where is she? Miss Seeley. Can you unmute real quick, Miss Seeley? Gotta try it again, Miss Seeley. If you don't get you unmuted, I'm going to have to bring you in to court because.
Are you hearing me now?
Okay, now I can hear you. All right. So Miss Seeley, there's a motion to disperse funds that has been filed by Mr. Rushing. Have you had a chance to look at that motion?
No.
Okay, well, we're gonna hear it. The court is gonna hear that motion at this time and determine what to do. So, Mr. Rushing, are you ready to proceed?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I am ready. Yes.
All right, you may proceed.
The motion, 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 The dispossessory filed against Miss Seeley was filed first in magistrate's court, and it was filed October the 6th in 2023, and she started paying some rent into court, and she paid $2,500 on 11/30/23. Then she paid $930 on 12/6/23, and then she paid $930 on 1/8/24. She has been removed from the property since then, and what we're trying to do is to draw down that money, because it's for back. She owes quite a bit of money to the property, but we already have a judgment. We had a judgment, but it got appealed and pushed aside and stuff. So she owes us in excess of $20,000. So that money in court, we're trying to get that much for our client to cover some of their losses. But she's left the property as well.
Okay, so what I have, the reason why the case came to me was that Miss Seeley filed a petition for review in Superior Court, asking the court to review that decision, I guess, to dispossess her.
Yeah.
And normally when we do that, we always indicate that the funds downstairs should continue, but I don't have that file. So all I have is the petition. Like, I don't have any of the documents from downstairs. I don't have the judgment. I don't know what the court said. Did the court indicate downstairs that in order to maintain this appeal, that the funds had to be paid monthly into the registry?
I don't know that the court indicated.
That's how much she owes.
Yeah, we show how much she owes, but I don't think the court indicated that she had to.
Oh, hold on. Looks like I got the number. I'm gonna see if I think I might be able to open it up.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Okay, give me one quick second.
Sure.
Oh, that's a great question. How does it get to that point? I have no idea. While the judge is opening the file, Tupac, very generous of you. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships, and welcome to the 10 new members. That is awesome of you, Tupac. Thank you so much. Very generous. Oh, all right. Yeah. Just wait till Miss Seeley starts talking. She, I don't think that she's necessarily yelling, but I just think but I don't know. With her accent, I just feel like it's aggressive, but it's probably not. But it's pretty much from the time she starts talking till that was loud. Pretty much from the time she starts talking till the time the case ends. I just feel like she's being aggressive, but she might not be. All right, if the judge doesn't come back in the next 10 seconds, I'm going to fast forward it. Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. All right. Let me see. Oops, I went backwards. Not
Any money
forwards.
because Judge Phyllis Williams ordered.
No. All right. I can't. That was about 30 seconds ahead, and when I move the cursor, it pretty much just moves in 30 seconds.
All right. So let me ask you, Miss Seeley, are you contesting the amounts that you owe on the home, the Windward Forest home?
I don't believe I owed any money because Judge Phyllis Williams ordered me to pay, start paying on the 1st of December 1923.
per month, which I've been paying that up until the month before I leave.
Okay.
So I don't believe.
Did you leave?
I have the paper right here in my hand. The paper is right here in my hand that Judge Phyllis ordered me to pay. This is the paper.
Yes, ma'am. What I'm asking you though is, did you leave the place, or were you dispossessed? Did the police, did law enforcement come and
I voluntarily leave. Yes.
When did you leave?
I leave on April, the 30th of April. I leave before that.
You that was in 2024. You left in April.
Yes, 2024. I leave.
Did you pay anything for February or March or April?
I did pay to the court.
You paid money after January?
Yes, I did. You can check the court.
Yes, Bodie. Thank you for letting me know that. I know I've been receiving Discord messages and emails. I don't really want to get into it. There's not a ton I can do right now because they're not a monetized channel. They don't have a lot of subscribers. So I'm just ignoring it. If they get bigger and they actually start making money off of stealing my content, then I may decide to do something. But right now, I'm just ignoring it and trying to bring as little attention to it as possible. So that's my game plan for right now. But thank you for mentioning it.
Check the court record. I paid.
You did?
I don't owe. I don't violate the court. I paid every month. She said that here it says from December the 23rd.
They have paid after that.
From the 1st of December, I've started paying $930 as Judge Phyllis ordered me to pay. And I've never owed till the time I leave the apartment. I don't owe them when leaving.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm looking through.
The court ordered me and I followed up the court. Check the court record.
Judge, there was a case filed in the magistrate court.
Yeah.
It was case number 23D27331.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
That was filed in October of 2023.
Yes.
And appealed it to Superior Court, and that's why we're over here now. And she has moved out. We will acknowledge that. We don't agree with when she says she moved out, but we're asking for this money because for almost a year we have no money except the $4,360 that was paid into court.
Now, let me ask you, are you sure about that number? Because she says she's paid more.
Right. And they refuse. Judge, they refuse. That's why Judge Phyllis, they refuse. Several times I go, after I paid somebody paid $19,000, and they refuse from taking the money from me. That is the why where the rent it accumulate. And I had proof at the time, and Judge Phyllis saw it. And at the time I was going through a lot of other stuff, and I was paying my rent still. I had all those proof and recorded, and I have it in paperwork.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Miss Ely. So what I'm trying to figure out is just the amount that you're saying. You're saying that you remember paying into the registry in February, March, and April. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, the court is there. The court record is there. Can you check it for me, please?
Okay. So, and Mr. Rushing, when was the last time you checked to see what the total amount was in the registry?
It's been a while ago.
been about 3-4 months.
It's been about 3 months or so, Your Honor.
Okay, so let's take a look and then we'll see exactly what that number is. But what I'm asking Ms. Seeley, are you of the opinion that are you still trying to fight this order indicating how much you owe? Are you still fighting this dispossessory?
Yes, because I believe they owe me instead of me owing them. They are the one that owe me because when I try to give them their money, they refuse it. When at the last time when I went to Miss what is the manager, and she told me that if I paid $2,500, which my daughter was there, and my daughter helped me to pay $2,500, she would work with me. When I went back, she didn't want. They were repairing the place, and then they refused to take my money. I went several times, wishing Miss the secretary that was there, she tell the court at the time when we were in court that I came several times. She was on evidence that I came several times and they refused my money. And I have with me right now, George McBean, which is a witness that I went several times to pay that money and they refused to take the money. The lawyer there know him because he was in court as an evidence. And he talked to
thank you, Ms. Seeley. Thank you, Ms. Seeley. Thank you. Mr. Rushing, I'm looking at an application for writ of possession. Looks like you filed it on March 18, 2024, where you indicate that there was no funds, that you did not receive any money in February and March. She indicates that she left on her own. So the application for writ of possession was never issued?
That's correct. I understand you. I have a witness on now. She's on now. Miss Muriel Arnold. Miss Muriel, tell her again. Yes. No, she don't have a speaker on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm here. Okay, she's on now. Yeah, she's on.
Okay.
Miss Muriel, the court is trying to
hold on. Let before we get there and hold Miss Muriel, please, so I can figure it out. But I'd like to get some background information before we start swearing in the witness. Mr. Rushing, though, your position is that did an application for writ of possession ever issue, or did she leave voluntarily? I just want to make sure if we're on the same page with that.
She left voluntarily, Your Honor, but it was later in the last year.
Okay.
Your position. Okay.
You don't believe
she can tell us when she left.
Okay, Miss Muriel can tell when she left. Okay, Miss Muriel, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give to the court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. What information do you have about when Miss Seeley left the apartment?
Sure. So at this point, Miss Seeley moved out of the apartment on record as of April 11th.
April 11th.
Yes.
Okay. And is it your position that were there funds paid in February and March, as she's indicated?
Okay. So not in our office. She was letting us know that she paid them every month through the courts.
Okay.
But no, we did not accept any money from her in the office.
Okay. All right. So there's a possibility that there are additional funds for February and March in the court's registry.
That is correct.
Okay, so we'll take a look
According
at
to
that.
what Ms. Seeley was communicating with the office. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
Ms. Marshall.
What's in court, Your Honor? I know what's in court.
I'm sorry?
I know what's in court. What money was paid in court, I know that.
Oh, you do? Tell me.
Well, she paid $2,500 one time on 11/30 and $930 on 12/6 and $930 on 1/8.
She paid more back.
So you're not indicating, because she's saying that she paid money in February and March and April, but your position is you don't see that.
No, she paid after that.
Okay, Your Honor, I will let me do a quick inquiry and let my client here explain. Have you received any money from Miss Seeley?
Miss Arnold's already indicated she hasn't. Okay, so what we need to do is I'm going to ask Miss Marshall. Miss Marshall, do you mind calling the clerk's office and let's see what the number is, what's in the court's registry, and then I'll see where we are. But let me back up just a little bit before knowing what the money is, that's fine. But the position is that, and normally I don't mind releasing the money if the likelihood of your success in that case, until we figure out what we're doing. I need to understand what Ms. Seeley is arguing because I'm a little confused. Ms. Seeley, what is your petition? What are you arguing? How did they owe you money if you are living in their place?
I had rat disposal. I had things destroyed by rat roach. I have evidence of the picture which I've shown Miss Williams, Judge Williams. She have seen all the destructive things, and I took things to the court. More I took the things that was destroyed, and one of the time the hot water heater burst and everything in there wet up. And I had to make disposal of them. They didn't pay me for all of that. That is one of the reasons they tell the first people that was there. They tell me that I didn't owe them. All right. When after I start paying, when the new people come, they refuse to take my money. Say that I owe them. You understand? And then when I took evidence to Judge Williams and everything, she see the receipt and everything, and I was paying, right, as I used to pay, and they refused. My daughter, which is a fire sergeant, she was also a witness. When I paid the $5, and here I have Mr. Matt Bean here, which was a witness that was there with me, and he was in court, and Judge Williams interviewed him as a witness. And he stand up, and that is how Judge Williams tell me to pay the $900 to tell me that I didn't owe them. I don't owe them anything. See the paper here, and I am supposed to, starting from the 1st of December 2023, I was supposed to pay them $130. That is how it's come to a conclusion. So I don't know who I owe them. They are the one that owes me. Yeah. Right, and I continue paying my rent to the court until I voluntarily leave the premises. They didn't put me out. I voluntarily leave the premises because Mr. Rush keep harassing me because he sent people at my door want to get to me, and they keep putting tags on my door, and they keep harassing me, and the harassment is one of the things that I couldn't take. You understand? And I left because of the harassment. And that's why I leave, because and I called him, and he was bullying me on the phone to leave the premises and this. But at the time, he didn't tell me that I owed them money. He told me that he's not collect the money. And I continue giving the court. He harassed me, Mr. Russell, that man there, and in the way, keep harassing me, sending all people to my door, unknown people, and him in the parking lot. I driving in the parking lot, and him stay over the other side and stop me. And when I drove off, him drive right behind me and fast and go through the door. He was harassing me and where you call it me, where you stalking me. The gentleman that is in the picture now was the one that I left because I get fear of my life. And that's why I left, because he was in the parking lot all the while over on the other side and stalking me. So he is the reason why I left because fear of my life. I had to have my family from Florida come up to escort me, to move me out because of fear of my life. That gentleman that in the picture right now was stalking me.
Okay.
And harassing me.
Right.
All right. She was being stalked and harassed by, she said, that person in the picture right there. I don't know if she's talking about the attorney or the landlord. You owe them $20,000. Yeah, they're going to be calling, texting, showing up. Yeah, that's what landlords do when you owe them anything, really. They want their money.
Okay. Every minute to write later. I have them. I have the note right here.
Miss Seeley, what I'm and maybe you've answered it. I just want to make sure I'm very clear on this, because it appears that you're pro se and you don't have an attorney. It is your position that you want to go to trial to show that they owe you money and you don't owe them money. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah.
Okay. And your position is you're prepared by going to trial to have evidence, and you have studied how to introduce that evidence into court.
I have not studied yet, but I have evidence right here, which I have Mr. George Bean, and I have evidence of this stuff them that was destroyed.
It's not about necessarily you having evidence. It's about it being properly admitted into court. But if you want to go to trial, and
that gentleman that was attacking me, the one that is in the picture now, he was attacking me. In my parking lot. That is, and I was fearing of my life. That's why I have to run. I didn't wait on him, and I take night. I had to have my family, which I have my family that escorted me. I had to come up to George and escorted me because I was feared of my life.
So I'm going to schedule it for a trial the first week in November. That way I can resolve the outstanding issues of the petition below. And then at that time, I can resolve the outstanding funds. So it'll be the first week in November.
November.
Okay.
First week of December. I'm sorry.
I understand you. Thank you. All right. We appreciate you.
All right. Thank you. So, Miss Marshall, if you'll set this one for the first week in November. Thank you.
Okay.
You're free to leave.
Yes, ma'am. I'm still on hold with the clerk's office. Did you just want me to text you that amount?
You could just text me an amount, but it really doesn't matter what the amount is right now.
Yes, ma'am.
So there's no resolution, so we'll resolve it in December. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Your Honor, what do I be going to court for? The stocking or the disposal of funds or what?
You're going to go to court for whatever you have in your motions, Miss Seeley. That's why I asked you, were you prepared? So now there is nothing I can see that you have handled. There's no response. There is no evidence. There is nothing in this file. So you need to figure out how you're going to present your case because it is going to be for trial the first week in December. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You take care.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless.
Your Honor, can I give you a call on this case real fast, please?
Sure. Okay, hold on. Miss Seeley and Mr. Rushing, hold on for one quick second.
Yeah. Who is it trying to call?
Stop, man.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Seeley is about to start talking. This is a hot mic moment. Watch Noah. He's in the middle. He's gonna start cracking up laughing at what she's about to say. This is another instance where I don't really know what she's saying. I don't know if that makes me ignorant, but her accent is just it's too thick for me to pick up every word. And I don't know. That might make me a bad person, but I'm just being honest.
Let me show you in the parking lot one time. Talk over the next side and then drive off. One time. But me remember when me show you and him drive fast and go through the gate. And we see him and him over there and him reverse up back and me reverse and me see him and me say, what that are the man, you know. And you
all right, so give me 1 second. So I was told that Miss Seeley, you've moved to Florida.
Yes,
you have to be in court in December. Do you understand that? And if you unless Mr. Rushing is going to be okay with you appearing via Zoom, I can handle you via Zoom.
We're fine with that, appearing to Zoom, because I don't know if we can get back up here. I wouldn't have any problem with that.
Okay, so we'll handle it via Zoom. All right, thank you so much. Y'all are free to leave.
Thank you, John.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Let's move on from the landlord-tenant cases. This next one, we're moving to Judge Washington. Let's see. I kept in a little bit extra of this case just because so many people have shared this case. If you've seen it already, don't spoil it, please. Also, I will give a trigger warning. There's a lot of really bad language in this case and coming out of the defendant's mouth. So, yeah, we're all adults here, but there's a lot of really bad language. Okay. Hey, Vic. Thank you. Perfect timing while I'm paused. You're all right. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for the super chat. You're awesome, man. Thank you. All right, let's go. Oh yeah, I said I kept in a little bit extra on this because so many other people shared it. I want to show that I didn't take someone else's clip, that I actually grabbed this. I was just really late to play it. So yeah, I just wanted to have more than just the bare bones clip. Probably helps me in the algorithm too. All right, let's go.
What is your
Cummings?
Hello, Ms. Cummings? I think you're supposed to be here in person, Ms. Cummings. Let me see why she's supposed to be here in person.
They sent me a Zoom link.
Ma'am, they're always gonna send Zoom.
Yeah, well, Ms. Johnson never said it was in person. She said,
I did tell you that it was in person, Ms. Cummings, when I spoke to you on the phone.
"Oh, I never knew it was in person.
I
I never get the Zoom link to actually log on if it's not Zoom."
Ms. Cummings, I told you that this was going to be in person, and you said yes.
So do I need to come in?
Ms. Cummings?
Yeah, that wasn't her attorney. That was the probation officer. And because her picture wasn't on the screen, I guarantee that defendant did not know that she was there. But the second, like, no, she told me I didn't have to come in person. Yeah, I did. Like, oh, crap. She's there.
So in probation breakout room, please. Is this your case, Mr. Mansour?
Yes, I was appearing on it today, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Is that another case?
Oh, I left in my sweet fast forwarding skills for you guys.
8-3, can you please unmute your device and tell us your first and last name?
Apparently, I'm so good at fast forwarding.
All right, the court will place Ms. Cummings into a breakout room with her attorney before I formally call the case and decide which direction we're going to go in with this case. All right, before I get that, so we don't have the file here for it, or we do?
Well, they haven't even turned on his camera.
Oh, okay.
They don't have him.
All right, there's a phone number that ends in 8883. Can you please unmute your device and tell us your first and last name? It's *6 to unmute. Hit * and 6 to unmute the device. 8883. Please hit *6 to unmute your device.
All right, this is the trigger warning, guys. A lot of bad languages. Bad languages? No, a lot of bad language here. Yeah, just a warning. Again, we're all adults. We can take it. Yeah, it's not very long. It's probably like 5-6 minutes. So I'm just going to let it play. Here we go.
We can't call your case if we don't know who you are.
Hello?
Yes, please tell me your first and last name.
Well, my name is Benjamin Meyer, Meyer, unlike the paperwork that I've been sent. But it says Myer. It is not me. I am here under duress.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, ma'am. Meyer, not the person you had spelled on this paper.
Mr. Meyer, please stop talking.
Yes.
The court will call the case of the State of Michigan versus Benjamin Meyer, case number DIB 053809. Is that correct?
What's for the people?
267-659. Thank you. Mr. Meyer, you've placed your name on the record a number of times at this point. You're here for a contempt hearing today. Mr. Meyer, you owe this court $168. When do you plan to pay it?
I do not plan to pay it because I don't own it. Period. End of discussion.
Okay, well then what I'm gonna do, Mr. Meyer, is find you in contempt of court.
And what you're going to do is find yourself in a 1984 federal lawsuit.
All right, let's do it however you want to do it. You're found in contempt. You need to be here in person.
Absolutely not. I will not be
December
coming to your court for any fucking reason.
bench warrant to issue.
And what you're going to do is find a gunfight and a fight on the side of the fucking road.
All right.
This fine and fee was paid 10 years ago or more. Now you can either fucking listen or we can do this out in front of your court.
Mr.
This
Meyer,
fine was paid 10 years ago. Will not be paid again. You fucking damn near shot me and killed me. Are you fucking kidding me? Have you goddamn lost your fucking minds?
30 days in the Washington County Jail. Keep it up. We'll go with more.
And we'll see you hung in front of Washington County Jail.
All right. The threats, I'm going to report that to the Attorney General.
I'm reporting you to the fucking Attorney General. Are you fucking nuts?
Okay. Everything you're saying is being recorded.
You are a goddamn tyrant.
All right.
I called the goddamn fucking attorney's office and you fuckers rejected me. Are you insane?
3 days in the Washington County Jail. Keep it up.
Oh, you'll find yourself in prison, bitch.
All right.
You think you're a goddamn king? You're a fucking tyrant.
90 days in the Washington County Jail.
Below me, bitch.
All right.
Mr. Thomas, he reacted perfectly for being in that situation. He kept looking behind him like, you guys hear this? You guys hear what this person's saying to the judge?
Then I need to call the jail and let them know that he made threats against me and anybody that's coming.
Yeah, I told you. That's why I warned you. I warned you guys. Threatening a judge. That's a felony. I can't wait to see his arraignment. I cannot wait to see him in front of Judge Washington. You know, it might be this week. It might be next month. It might be 6 months from now. But whenever they catch that dude, you know everyone's going to be watching that. All right, we're going to move on to the last part of the evening. It is Judge Vann. Judge Vann I've got 2 clips from Judge Vann today. Actually, I think they're back to back, so technically 1 clip, but they're 2 cases. First one is kind of sad, and you'll see why it's sad. Judge Vann has a hard time deciding what he's going to do, and then we get into it's kind of the exact same thing we just saw, but somebody else in front of Judge Vann. Kind of does the same thing. Doesn't threaten him. Maybe she does. I don't remember, but it's kind of another person cussing, yelling, and threatening the judge. That's the last clip. And Judge Vann, okay, I'm going to stop spoiling the clip. Okay, you guys are awesome. Last clip of the night. Let's go.
Next, when the green light comes on, son. Ready, ma'am? Face the TV, state your name.
Brianna Davis.
Mr. Davis, before the court trying to petty theft, do you understand that charge? You understand what you've been charged with, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Shoplifting.
Yes, ma'am. I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Second, your physical and address. Based on your application, if I find you do qualify, I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
Yes, sir.
Deputy, criminal history on Ms. Davis?
No history.
Mr. Ms. Davis, what brings you down here from Valdosta?
Well, me and my fiance, we was on vacation with our family, and after that, we left yesterday, heading back to Georgia, and we had went to a
That's enough.
No, don't talk about the case. You're down here on vacation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You a Georgia Bulldog?
No, sir.
No?
I'm a Gator fan.
Oh. Oh. That's wrong on so many levels.
Really is, though.
From Valdosta? A Gator fan? I mean, I know it's just across the line, but come on now.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Well, Miss Davis, I'm going to give you a court date for next week. So you're going to have to be back, okay? Can you do that?
Well, right now, I'm in Valdosta. I have no transportation.
That's what I was afraid of. Would it be better or worse if I made it next Friday?
This Friday, I'm trying to figure me a ride.
Next Friday.
Today's Friday, so it'd be next Friday.
Next Friday?
You got a family member or somebody that can bring you back?
No, sir. All my family members are far away in different states. Like, I just lost my mom. Not yesterday, but the day before yesterday. And that's my only hope of the transportation.
How old are you, Miss Davis?
I'm 22.
Okay. Did you get through high school?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you got internet access up there?
Yes, sir.
You got have you got a email address and things of that nature?
Yes, sir.
Are you guys really having a tough time understanding her? Yeah, they haven't really said anything yet. She said that she lives in Kalkaska. She's a Gator fan. She was there on vacation with her fiance, and on the way back, they got busted for shoplifting. They stole some shot glasses, so they're in jail for shoplifting shot glasses. And she just lost her mom. The family that she came down to Florida with on vacation already went home, so it's just her and her fiance stuck in jail because they already left. I mean, they were leaving. They were headed back. But this is her first crime, and you know she doesn't have any transportation. So if Judge Vann lets her out of jail, she's stuck. She can't go anywhere, and she would have to walk. So that's why he's really trying to figure out what's best to do here. Because if this was anybody, without this background in this story, they would get a PR bond, or they don't call it a PR bond in Florida. They call it a judicial release, an unsecured judicial release.
Do you know if your boyfriend's family's still in town?
No, sir. They left yesterday.
So let me ask you this. If I let you out of jail, what are you going to do?
Well, my plan is walking back to Valdosta.
I can't do that. Can't do that. Floyd, I've appointed her representation by the public defender's office. I'm going to need some help on this one.
Judge, she's between a rock and a hard place.
I know.
Can your boyfriend come back and get you?
Where's your boyfriend?
He's here also.
He's in jail.
Yeah, he's in the same jail.
Who is your boyfriend?
James Craven.
Yeah,
he's coming up.
Yeah, they both got picked up for the same thing. I'm just curious if he's going to be in the same.
This
situation.
is the shot glasses.
Yes, sir. I'm
Yeah.
trying to, I want to get her, I want to let her go, but I
Right.
don't want to, I don't want her walking back to Valdosta.
Well, if
You're
the
not gonna
boyfriend's
let
still
him out
here,
like that, though. You're not gonna let him out.
Okay.
So she's gonna be by herself unless he bonds.
Okay. I hear you.
it's like she'll have court Monday.
Well, we don't,
Nope, it's
we
a
got,
holiday.
got court Wednesday. It's a 5 days because of the holiday weekends, Monday. So, Miss Davis,
Yes, sir.
Please straight up.
I don't, but then I'm letting her out with nothing.
We're gonna let her out with nothing anyway.
I'm gonna let her out with nothing either way, aren't I?
Exactly.
No, I'm gonna put a $100 bond on her. All right, Miss Davis, listen to me. And I know this is not what you want to hear, but I think your best interest is to sit tight where you're at and let us have the long weekend to figure out a way to get you back home. And I'll see you Wednesday morning at first thing, okay?
Yes, sir.
I don't want you walking back to Valdosta,
Yes, sir.
because if I let you out today and you walk back to Valdosta, you're going to miss a court date. There's going to be a warrant for you down here. You're going to really be between a rock and a hard place, and there's not going to be anywhere for you to go, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm putting a monetary bond on you so that you get credit for the time you spend in the Bay County Jail. Don't post that bond even if you got it. Just sit tight for me.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
see you.
Step to your right to the T.
All right. Just because someone just said they're not going to let her boyfriend out. Her boyfriend was on probation when this crime happened, so it's a probation violation. He's not getting out. So yeah, that's why was it Fambro? That's why she said that. Like, you're not going to let him out. I mean, she probably already knows exactly what the judge is going to do before they come up. But yeah, the way that she just accepted that, like, so I'm going to be sitting in jail for 5 days. Sad. It's sad. All right, this is we're gonna end on a note. I'm not gonna say good or bad, but this lady's special. She's very special, and she causes Judge Vann to crack up. Again, this is similar to what just happened to Judge Washington. This is I don't know why, but this is funnier. This is actually kind of fun. At least I found it funny. All right, I'm going to let this video play out, though. You guys are awesome. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Don't do anything dumb over the weekend, guys. I will cover you. I promise I will. So just, you don't want to end up on my channel. All right. Thank you guys for the gifted membership and the super chat. You guys are awesome. I'm going to go look to see who we're going to raid. And yeah, that's it. Until next time, bye.
When the green light comes on, sign.
I don't understand fucking Daddy Jerusalem wanna be. He's not even fucking for real. One of the ones I fucking hate.
I'm half blind and I can't see.
Just sit tight, we'll tell you. Melinda, say your name.
Melinda Roberts. It's not like you didn't know who I am.
Miss Roberts, how you doing?
Don't want to be in front of you. You and I don't see eye to eye, never have.
Well, you do
I would rather
qualify
have
for-
another judge on the case because I know who you are.
Who am I?
I think it's Todd Ellison, Jerusalem. Anything to you, Van?
No.
Elijah Ellison's fucking daddy. You want to meet with me in Thomasville, Georgia, at a baseball field? What my damn agreement was?
At a baseball field.
No, I don't play your game, Van. I don't play your fucking game.
Bond said at 5,000. Court date's gonna be November 13th at 8:30 in front of me.
And I'm gonna see you with a leaf line, motherfucker. Remember when you ain't supposed to be alive, motherfucker? You on a case you shouldn't be. Like you fucking keep me from goddamn real. Like you not a real fucking piece of shit.
She's on probation too. Somebody was smart to put her on felony probation Wednesday last week. Just step on the edge.
What's her case number?
I'm so mad that they did that too. 24 3009 CF. Exactly. I was like, who did this? And it's a felony probation.
Judge Stevenson. I can't wait till she sees Judge Stevenson for this. Does she think I saw her in Thomasville, Georgia?
On the edge.
We didn't play any travel ball tournaments in Thomasville.
At the park. At the park, you heard it.
No, we didn't. We did not. We played a bunch of soccer tournaments in Thomasville. Rose City soccer.
You heard it.
I know, but I didn't do it. Is this Miss Cunningham?